Today we're going to draw a polygon when given the diagonal. Now the diagonal is equal to 105, and we are going to follow these instructions in order to obtain this polygon. The polygon we are drawing would have 5 sides. Okay, so let's begin. First instruction, draw a line AB of any length and mark point C on it. Now in order to obtain this, we will draw the line now. Construction line, I want you to draw one line starting about here, so turn on your auto mode, so it will be horizontal. It's going to be about 60, and on this side draw this one probably about 35 maybe. Alright, so you really have two lines here drawn. Now let's label the line. The height of the text should be using 4. Press enter. Rotation angle 0. Press enter, and you type in now A, B. Right. The other point is somewhere where we have the line divided up. So right at this point here, we are gonna, I'll just change the color for this so it will show up. Right. So B, copy this. So here we have the point C. So at point C now, this end here, we are going to draw the semi. We are going to essentially draw a semicircle. So let us draw that semicircle here now. So using your circle command, radius, knock it in. It come out till about here, so it should do. That's how much. Let's say 34, 35. Anywhere they would do it. Drop it. Delete the bottom half of the circle. So we have the semicircle. Now, to divide this semicircle into next step, divide this semicircle into 5 equal parts. We are going to divide that into 5 equal parts using the divide function. So the divide function again is found here. It's the one with the little n on it. Divide. Select it. Come on the screen. Select the semicircle you want to divide. Now it's asking you how many parts you want. Type in 5 and press enter. These little dots here, this is circle targets, will appear. Yours may be different, but they will appear. Okay, now in my case they're a bit too big, so I'm going to readjust them. Right now it's point side. Let's set it relative to the screen. Right, so they got a little smaller. Let's label those points now. That will be point 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to use a smaller number for that. So let's start at this point. I don't want 4. I'll put, say, 3. Press enter. Rotation angle is 0. Press enter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Escape. So those are the 5 points you have marked off there. I'll put all these into the 3mm text. Yes. And these should be into the 4mm text, right? Now, so we have just completed step 3. Now, draw a line from C to point 2, 3, and 4 on the semicircle. So you are going to be drawing line through point 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's draw those lines. Another one. Let's extend all these lines now. Alright, so we have extended them, and that was point 4 you dealt with. Now point 5 deals with mark CE equal to CF, right? And CF equal to the diagonal, which is 105 mm. So on these two lines, we want to mark these lines and get the marking of a 105 mm. Okay, so let us mark that leg of 105. How do we do that now? Simply use your circle command, and at this point, open out and type in 105. Press enter. Now notice it goes far out. That means we have to extend these lines out a bit to meet the circle. So let's extend them till they cross the circle. Even this one, let's extend it across the circle. And we just want the mark here, so we're going to trim off the rest of the circle. So select in your circle command, draw a small circle around it, copy this one, and trim everything on the outside of this. So we delete these two circles also. So this will be point E and F. So let's label it. E and F. Alright. As a reminder, if you see things like this, you could simply select it and move it to make your work more presentable. Alright, let's put all our letter in our lettering layer. Good. Now, after you have marked CE, this is this line here, and CF equal to 105 mm. So these two lines up to the point where the arc is crossing is 105 mm. We need to bisect these two lines out, which is point 6. Bisect line CE and CF. The bisector intersect at point G. Right? Now, this is simple bisecting of line, this one and this one. Good? So let us bisect them using your circle command. More than half the line. Copy this now. Picking up at the end here. And dropping it at the intersection point here. Now, line drawn through here and here. Lengthen them a bit. Trim them out. First you draw your little circle around it. Copy this circle. Picking it up here. Press enter. Now trim command. Press enter. And everything around the circle, take it off. Select the remaining parts, like this, so even the circle, and erase it. So you are left with just this alone. Let's move B to the end of the line. Right. Now you have to bisect this one also, doing the same thing. So follow again. I'll just change this one to another color for you all to see. We could use the lettering layer or dimension. So circle again. At this point, open out more than half the line. Copy this on the other side. At this point here, not the end here, over here. And draw your line. Intersecting. Press enter. Extend them again. A little circle again. Copy it on the other side. Trim off everything. Outside the circle. And zoom in, zoom out to find your spots by rolling the wheel mouse forward or backward. Delete this one also. This little piece here also has to go. So now you have the intersection. So the point where this line and this one crosses each other here, this is point G. Piece here to delete, so let's label it. G. So you have just bisected line CEF, the bisector intersect at point G, which is this point here, the intersection of the two lines. Now, with center G and radius of CG, draw a circle. This will give you position H and G. So let's carry out that instruction now. So we are going to select our circle command again, radius. At this point, open it to this point. This should be a construction. So let's put this back into the construction layer. Sorry. All these blue. That should be in your construction layer. Right, so we have drawn the circle now. And these points are marked here. So the intersection point they are speaking of is where these lines meet. Okay, so this one has to be extended. And now we could complete the drawing. CFG, watch which point you are connecting now. So turning back on to your outline, just for highlighting, the line width is on. Alright, I will now draw the line to complete the figure. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this line you could put it back now into this construction layer. Right, so now these are the point H and G. Let's label them. This will be point J, and this will be point H. There you have it. Now the drawing being completed. I will just move this and center this a little bit for you all. And Let's give this into the layer of 5 mm, 4 mm should do. Open it up a bit. Alright, that should be your complete drawing. Construction of a polygon when given the diagonal.